Hello everyone. In the last video you have seen the series RLC circuit, and in this video you will see parallel RLC circuit and their response. In series RLC circuit we are particularly concentrate about the current response at the output, but in the parallel RLC circuit we can see for the all the elements the voltage will be same. Why? Because all the elements are in parallel. So we are mainly concentrating, we are going to derive the voltage equation or voltage response for the circuit, parallel RLC circuit. So you can see at t less than 0, okay, at t less than 0 the switch is in open condition. So in that condition the current I charges the inductor and the capacitor. So at t less than 0 this inductor and the capacitor are fully charged. So this is our assumption, and what happened is we are suddenly turning on the switch at t is equal to 0. So if you turn on the switch, what happens is there is a dead short circuit happens here. So due to this dead short circuit this current source will be eliminated. So the circuit will looks like this at t greater than 0. So there is a short circuit here. So our main motto is to find out the output response, that is output voltage response. Okay, so let us solve. So before going to that, let us see some basic initial conditions and the Laplace identities. So this will useful in our derivation. So as you know, capacitor is fully charged, so before the switch is on, so let us assume initial capacitor voltage is V naught, this one. Similarly, initial inductor is also charged, so initial current of the inductor is I naught. As you know, current equation for the inductor is 1 by L integration minus infinity to 0 I of t dt. This is up to t 0 only. Okay, now we have the Laplace identities, we already know these. So differentiation for the Laplace differentiation, Laplace transform of the differentiation of a function is given as s into f of s minus f of 0. Okay, and for the Laplace transform of the integration of a function is given as f of s by s plus, here we will get the plus, okay, for the integration. And initial condition, this is a minus infinity to 0 f of t dt divided by s. Okay, so these things keep in mind. Now for this circuit you can see input voltage is 0. Why? Because it's a short circuit. So let us write the KCL equation at node A and let us see what happened. So you can see, so write the KCL equation at node A. So you know I of R plus I of L plus I of C is equal to 0, 3 currents. I of R means V of t divided by R plus inductor voltage, that is 1 by C 1 by L integration minus infinity to t V of t dt plus current to the capacitor, that is C into dV of t by dt. So that will be equal to 0. So apply the Laplace here, Laplace transformation. Okay, so then what happened, V of t will become V of s by s, V of s by r plus 1 by L will be constant. Integration, Laplace transform for the integration we already know, that is V of s divided by s minus, so it will be plus here for the integration, minus infinity to 0 V of s V of t dt divided by s. Okay, plus, and for the differentiation case, so s into V of s minus V of 0, that will be equal to 0. Okay, so now substitute V of s by R plus 1 by L. So as you know, so this will be V of s by s plus, take this multiply with this L, in the inside and outside. So then it will be like, here we will get the L, and here 1 by s will be constant, then it will be 1 by L into minus infinity to 0 v of t dt, plus again here also multiply cs into v of s minus c into v of 0. So that is equal to 0 here. Let us take this space here. So this is will be v of s by r plus v of s by ls plus L, yeah, this is, you know, so this will be 1 by s. So this whole thing, this come out to be I naught, as already defined in the starting, cs into v of s minus c into v of 0 is equal to 0 here. Now if you solve this equation, okay, so I am stopping, so try solve on your own. Okay, I am directly writing the final equation. You can see here I have derived the equation, so you can verify with your steps. Okay, so this is our final equation. V of s is equal to, and this denominator, this will be our characteristic equation. So let us write the characteristic equation for this parallel RLC circuit. That is s square plus, let me take pen over here, s by rs, s by rc plus 1 by lc is equal to 0. So this is our characteristic equation, and if we compare this equation with our second order standard equation, that is s square plus 2 zeta omega n square plus omega n into s plus omega n square. So here it will be omega n into s plus omega n square is equal to 0. So if you compare this equation with this equation, so then you will get the different types of the roots. So for the critically damped system, the zeta value is equal to 1. Okay, so for this type of system, like the roots will be real and equal roots. So you will get the real and equal roots for this type of critical type of system. So output response, that is the v of t, will be for this type of system, it's like real and equal. So then it will be a1 plus a2 into t e power of st s1t or s2t. Here s1 and s2 both are equal. Okay, and for underdamped system, I already told underdamped means zeta less than 1. So for this type of system, the roots will be complex roots, complex conjugate roots. Okay, if you are not watching my previous lecture, then go and watch that lectures, then you can get the what is the zeta value and what is the like how these equations came. Same thing here only, same thing here also repeating. So v of t is equal for the complex conjugate roots e power of minus alpha t into a1 cos omega dt plus a2 sin omega dt. Okay, and for overdamped system, that means zeta greater than 1. So for this system you have the two real and unequal roots, real and unequal roots. So for this system, equation will be v of t is equal to a1 e power of s1t plus a2 e power of s2t. Okay, so here I will let me define zeta value. So zeta value is equal to, so you can compare this one with this one, so you can compare both, we get 2 zeta omega n, here it is omega n, so 2 zeta omega n is equal to 1 by rc. So from this, zeta is equal to 1 by rc into 2 omega n. Okay, so as you know, omega n value is, so if you compare this one with this one, so from these two, omega n square is equal to 1 by lc. So from this omega n equal to 1 by root LC. Okay, substitute this value, you will get 1 by RC into 2 RC into root LC. So from this zeta value is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2R into root over, so this will be L by C. Okay, this is our zeta value, but no need to remember this formula, just equate this equation with the standard equation, then you will get the zeta value in our actual case. Okay, and here omega d, I already explained in the previous lecture, omega d is the damping frequency. Okay, so omega d is equal to omega n into root over 1 minus zeta square. Here zeta is the damping ratio. Okay, and yeah, so this is the different type of equations. This is similar to the series RLC circuit. Okay, the only thing is here we will get the voltage response. In series RLC circuit we get the only current response. Okay, from the current response we can able to get the voltage response. Okay, now let us quickly see the step response of a parallel RLC circuit. So by using this equation, let us see the what will be the step response of a parallel RLC circuit. Here I am removing this switch. Okay, so just I am turning on the source. So initial conditions I am assuming initial conditions, like initially there is no current, like I naught is equal to 0 and V naught, that is VC, capacitor voltage, is equal to 0 volt. So there is no initial voltage and the currents across the capacitor and the inductor. This is my assumption. So I turned on the source, that is the source current I supplying to the parallel RLC circuit. Then I am saying what will be the response. Okay, in this particular type of circuit, my point of interest is what will be the current through this inductor, that is I of t. Okay, so for this circuit also same formulas will be applicable. So that will be for zeta is equal to 1, this is a critically damped system. I of t is, I am writing the formulas directly. I of t equal to a1 plus a2 into t e power of s1t. Okay, and plus some initial condition, that is I of s, and zeta, so not, this is not initial condition, this is the final value of the inductor current. Okay, at t equal to infinity, the current through the inductor, the circuits will be like, the current through the inductor will be I of s only. Okay, the circuits is looks like this at t equal to infinity. So inductor has a short circuit, so, and like there is a resistance here, but there is a short circuit across the resistance. So due to this short circuit, no current will flows to the resistor, so that's why it is a open circuit only, and capacitor acts like a open circuit, that we all know. So at t equal to infinity, the current through the inductor will be Is only, so that's why I substitute it here. And zeta less than, that is a underdamped system, zeta less than 1, I of t will be equal to same equation. So just no need to by heart this equation, just understand the concept. This is all from the differential equation solutions only, so that will be, you can see in mathematics. So this is a1 cos omega dt plus a2 sin omega dt plus final current of the inductor I of s. And for zeta greater than 1, I of t will be e power of a1 e power of s1t plus a2 e power of s2t. These all equations are similar in all three cases. Okay, in the series RLC circuit, parallel RLC circuit, and with the step response of series and parallel RLC circuit, all these equations are same. Okay, here I will give you the conclusion for all the circuits. Okay, what we have discussed up till now. So we have discussed the series and parallel RLC circuits. Okay, so in series RLC circuit we have discussed the 2 points. One is with the source free, and in another one is step response. Here also in parallel RLC circuit we have discussed the 2 points. One is the source free and another one is the step response. Okay, here it is the step response. So in source free, in series RLC circuit, our main motto, like our main concentration at the current, that is a current response we are getting. Here in parallel also source free, here our main response is the voltage response. Okay, and in step response we are seeing what will be the voltage across the capacitor, that is the VC of t. And here in parallel RLC step response we are seeing the what is the current through the inductor. So this is the current through inductor, that is IL of t. Okay, this is the current voltage to the capacitor. Okay, if you know this value you can able to find out the current value easily. So that's why you are doing. And for all these cases the equations will be same. If there is an initial condition, then you can have to we have to include the final value of that particular element. Okay, like in series case it is the inductor, and in parallel case it is the capacitor. And in each and every case we have seen the 3 more cases. Okay, so that is zeta less than 1, zeta equal to 1, and zeta greater than 1. That's all about this lecture. In the next lecture let us solve one problem on this parallel RLC circuit, then you can finish this topic. Thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe and share with your juniors. And for this notes of all the lectures you can find in the description, and there I am providing the PDF link to the PDF, so you can download from there.